Hey everyone, my name is Thomas and this is Call of Duty Commentary, playing some Drop Zone on Resistance using the MPK5, and I have not used this gun for such a long time. I used it a bit in Modern Warfare 2, not as much as I was hoping to, and because I was a huge Call of Duty 4 fan back in the day, when I was, I think, only 12, I was just an absolute love Call of Duty 4. It's one of my favorite games to pick up. I actually played in two small tournaments at this library for COD 4. Came in 8th place the first time and 3rd place the second time. It was free for all. It was pretty cool. I really had a great time, but this was like quite. I think the first Call of Duty tournament was 5 years ago, which 2 days at, two years after the Modern Warfare the first one came out, and then just recently, I think about a year ago, I entered it in again, and I came in 3rd place, which I was pretty happy of myself because I think I did absolutely awesome. 3rd place out of like 18 kids, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so okay, now get to the commentary part. I absolutely, a lot of people question, why do people start YouTube? Some people are comedians, some people like to make tutorials, like Photoshop, edits, speed arts, montages. But the big question is, like, for commentators, especially now because there's absolutely just a ginormous community of commentators, is why do people start commentating? Commentators, like, okay, for example, let's put in here T-Mark. He mostly talks about gameplay. Rarely will you hear him talk about his personal life, things that are happening, like his relationship with women or his family stuff. Or you got guys like Woody's Gamertag, which are kind of in the middle. They'll give you tips about like the Call of Duty gameplay, Call of Duty like stuff, like what's happening, recent news, patch updates, and then he also talks about his own personal life, like with his wife and stuff. And I think that's kind of one of the coolest commentators. Or there's just commentators like goodness, I forgot his name. I don't know which but there are a few commentators that just obviously Jesus. There you go. They just talk about what is happening in their life or their opinion on life or things that happen in your normal day life. Now, a lot of you might be asking, Thomas, you're just in for YouTube because you want to be famous. No, I honestly enjoy this, just like a lot of my friends and people I know. Like, for example, Obama's Black Ass, Stone Island 64, X-Jones, that's a great example. They just do this for a hobby, like Syndicate. He just does this as an awesome pastime, and that's pretty much the reason I like posting gameplay and talking. It's because it's a hobby that it doesn't take a lot of money, it doesn't take a lot of effort, and it's kind of fun. I really enjoy playing video games. I get to play video games, use the computer, and have the time of my life. Why do I like playing video games? Because I spend time with my friends. A lot of people don't know this, especially parents don't understand this. When you're playing video games, like especially Xbox Live, or like you're playing LOL and you're talking through Skype with your friends, you are socializing in a way that usually you can't socialize. Like, I only see usually my friends only at school or outside, but in the winter, where basically I'm in high school and no one goes outside to play, like in the snow or anything, no one does that. So you basically don't really see your friends unless you hang out at their houses or anything. So it's kind of cool to see your friends and talk to them over Xbox Live or like through Skype and communicate with them, talk about recent things, have a good time, and have something in common. Because sometimes your friends don't like some of your friends don't want to play football, some of your friends want to play soccer, but I'm pretty sure that all of you guys want to play Modern Warfare 3. So it's a good way to connect with your friends and stuff, and that's basically the reason I game. Now, the reason I put out videos, I think it was 4 years ago, a game called, 3 years ago, a game called World at War came out. And I wanted to look a tutorial on how to become better with STG, I think it was, yes. Seen it, and I typed it in, and someone called, and I clicked on this one video that was made by the username CNanners. And from that day, I was absolutely in love with CNanners, not in a gay way, just in an awesome way. And he just he's like the person you want to, like the commentator you want to become. Like, he's kind of like I don't know how to put it. He's just an awesome commentator. You can't say something bad about him. You can't say something negative. You can only see positive things. And that's why I really like CNanners. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I want to do this too. And it took me a while until it was Modern Warfare 2, where I started making, I never thought I had a good commentating voice. So I started producing small montages, just a few snipes, you know, collaterals, double kills, and just playing some free-for-all, nice no scopes, and just putting some music, some decent effects, nothing insane, and just slapping some music on and just putting them out for people to enjoy. And that was pretty much fun. But what really caught my eye was when Black Ops came out, this guy called, I think many of you know him, called Xbox Ahoy. Jesus, if I had a voice like him, I would sit in a freaking corner and just talk to myself all day long. That dude has like a movie commentating voice. Look at that. This is why this pistol is just a bomb. I love this pistol so much. Anyway, like I said, he had an awesome voice, and that's what he basically kind of motivated me to become a commentator. And so, if you ever see Xbox Ahoy, if you ever meet Xbox Ahoy, like send him a Twitter message, say, yo, Thomas says like blah blah blah. You inspired him to become a commentator. He's basically one of the main commentators that inspired me, and Hutch did too, and actually Woody's Gamertag did as well. Those three commentators were kind of my biggest influence on this. Now, here is what kind of commentator do I want to be. I want to kind of be a commentator for, yeah, I'll talk about the gameplay, like I mentioned the MP5, Call of Duty 4, and stuff, but I also want to put it also into my personal life, because I think those are the most interesting, because there's so much you can talk about the gameplay, so much you can talk about this. The most interesting commentaries, in my opinion, are the commentaries where the commentator can relate to you, and I think that's the awesomest part. And I hope that's what commentators have to realize, that most of the time the reason, like I heard once that like this commentator was upset or something, and I said, you know what, you're making good videos, don't let the haters take you over, just keep doing what you do best. And you know what, he felt he thanked us, like all his supporters, for like the absolute support he got, and that's what people should do. You should support the commentators that talk to you, talk about their personal life, because it's really hard to go up to a microphone, put some Call of Duty gameplay over it, and then talk about your personal life, like talk about your kids, talk about your relationship with your family members, etc., how you're doing in school. It's difficult, especially because people will judge you, and I strongly don't like that. And I hope you guys understand that what I put out here in this commentary, it shouldn't be treated as like something you guys should neglect or hate, or I can say hate about, or just be disrespectful about. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's kind of the reason I want to be a Call of Duty commentator, and kind of what I mean when I commentate, kind of over commentating and stuff like that. Peace, guys. I'm out.